This is ABC7 News at 5. Your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Hello and welcome. I'm Scott Dennis. Haley has the night off. Thanks so much for being with us. Our top story tonight, a fire investigation at a construction site at the Ringling College of Art and Design in Sarasota. The rooftop fire putting off lots of smoke with building supplies going up in flames. Firefighters were called to the campus off Dr. Martin Luther King Way and Tamiami Trail around noon today. ABC7's Jess Dowdrick joins us now live from Ringling with a look at the damage. Jess?
Good evening, Scott. This building behind me is part of the new Bosch Visual Arts Center. Fire officials tell me that it was on the top story, the third floor, where flammable roofing materials were being held. Those caught fire early this afternoon, the materials being just delivered 24 hours ago. Construction crews were working on scene when the fire broke out around 12:20. Fire officials say nobody was hurt. Investigators are still looking into what sparked the blaze, the flames creating dark smoke that could be seen through much of the city of Sarasota. The new Visual Arts Center has been under construction for more than a year now, with completion plans set for the summer. The college hopes to still be on track, but it's unknown at this time whether or not the building itself was damaged by the fire.
The materials that were on fire were flammable, of course, and they were in pallet formation, so that's why there was so much smoke and fire itself. There is no fire protection up there while it's under construction.
This one-story building right next door is also part of the Bosch Visual Arts Center. Now, while that didn't catch fire today, it is supposed to open this Friday, and that may not happen at this point in time because they still have to look into whether or not that building was damaged. But as of right now, that is still unclear. Reporting at the Ringling College of Art and Design, I'm Jess Dowdrick, ABC7, your Suncoast News.
All right, Jess, we want to welcome Jess to the ABC7 team. You'll be seeing a lot more of her on our air in the coming weeks. A fire scare near another school campus in Sarasota today. A spokesperson for Sarasota County Fire says a fire broke out in an air conditioning unit on the roof of the parish office of the Incarnation Catholic Church on Bee Ridge Road. That was around 3:45 this afternoon. The building where the parish office is located was evacuated as a precaution. No one was hurt, and firefighters were able to put that fire out very quickly. New developments tonight involving a Punta Gorda police officer who tased a 91-year-old man suffering with dementia during a scuffle. The internal affairs investigation is now wrapped up, and the Punta Gorda Police Department has ruled that Officer Justin Cliver violated department policies. Disciplinary action will be determined in the next few weeks. The incident happened at Sterling House Senior Assisted Living Facility last month. Police say a 91-year-old man was walking around the common area yelling and waving his fists. The man reportedly said he wanted to kill everyone. Police say when they tried to talk to him, he started kicking and biting. That's when Officer Cliver used a taser on the man to get control of him. The investigation found the taser was inappropriate because there was not an emergency situation. A Palmetto boater is safe tonight after being stranded off Clearwater Beach on a broken-down sailboat. The Coast Guard says a man called them Sunday night saying his son did not come home when he was expected. The father said his son left the Hudson area north of Clearwater Sunday morning, headed for Palmetto, but he called around 7 that night saying he had engine problems. The Coast Guard launched a helicopter, an airplane from Clearwater, and a boat to try to find him. The plane spotted the disabled sailboat Monday morning. A boat crew then rescued the boater and towed the sailboat to Clearwater Marina. You can see it was rough there on the seas on Monday. Let's get a check on our weather today on this Tuesday with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan. Bob?
Yes, Scott, really, small craft advisories were issued all throughout the weekend and Monday, and even today they could have been issued as well as a result of the winds gusting at times up to 30 miles an hour. It was still windy, not as windy as the past few days, but still a bit of a breeze out there out of the east-southeast. A beautiful day out on the beaches, though, with that east wind, and it looks as though we will see a better day tomorrow. Despite this front, a rather active cold front right now slicing through the southeast United States. This front doesn't have a lot of energy with it to make it all the way down here. High pressure, though, is getting bumped off to the east. Now that area of high pressure will continue to move away and allow this front to get close to us throughout the day late on Wednesday. But right now, just a few sprinkles on that southeasterly wind around that area of high pressure. If we see anything at all, it'll be a few brief isolated sprinkles into mainly inland counties throughout the evening. Those winds are not nearly as strong as they were at this time yesterday, a little less near the coast, anywhere from 10 to 15. Inland Lakewood Ranch at 14 out of the east. And right now at Northport, it's the same. Warm Mineral Springs at 13. Well, more on that front, and then another one expected to move through over the weekend coming up in just a few minutes. Scott?
All right, Bob, thank you. A big day in Tallahassee with the start of a new 60-day legislative session. Governor Rick Scott focused part of his State of the State address to defend his request for tens of millions of dollars to lure companies to Florida and market the state's tourism industry. Both Enterprise Florida and Visit Florida have been targets of the Florida House, which wants to eliminate Enterprise Florida altogether while scaling back funding for Visit Florida. Scott also touted more tax cuts for veterans and businesses and increased funding for counterterrorism efforts.
For our state to simply say, we are not going to compete with other states, we're not going to make it easier to incentivize job creators to grow in Florida, that's just a big mistake for our state and for our families.
Governor's speech comes just one day after the CEO of Enterprise Florida, Chris Hart, announced he's resigning. Now that state lawmakers are back at work, they'll grapple with hundreds of bills during this session, everything from economic development to gambling, medical marijuana, and a state budget that's expected to top $80 billion. ABC7 political analyst Frank Alcock says one of the biggest issues that could see some shakeup is health care.
When we look back on what substantively changed the most here in the state of Florida, it might be our health care system.
Alcock says he believes that's partly due to a new administration in Washington and much different views than former President Obama. He says the House could block grant Medicaid and make some major changes to the program. ABC7 business commentator Richard Stern joins us now. And Richard, could it be 2 down days on Wall Street?
Scott, who'd have thunk it? 2 down days on Wall Street, and believe it or not, that's the first time since late January. We did not have the entire month of February back-to-back down days. We did today, but it was a quiet day, not a big range. 69 points top to bottom. The bottom was minus 53. That was early this afternoon. But when all is said and done, the biggest change for the day was less than 0.3%. That's what we call quiet trading. Let's take a look at the numbers. There you see the Dow down 0.14%, less than 30 points at 20,924.76. That on volume of 644 million shares. The NASDAQ was also down. There you see a loss of 15 points, 0.25% at 5,833.93. That on volume of 1,707 million shares. And the S&P was the biggest loser and not even down by 0.3%, down 7 points at 2,368.39. Well, when you're hot, and when you're not, you're not. That's a story of Snap, or Snapchat. Came out public last Thursday. The stock came out at 17. It began trading at 24. That's a 44% increase. It got up to $26 a share, was up 12% Friday, and then guess what? Down 10% yesterday, down another 10% today. The stock is trading just over $21 a share, so be careful what you wish for. A lot of people were hoping they could get shares of Snapchat. Now they're probably glad they did not get shares of Snapchat. But Scott, welcome to my world. That's what we call risk, and certainly Snapchat represents risk.
Yep, absolutely. You're also having an investment workshop coming up, right?
Yeah, and a very sensitive topic for many people, but a very important topic as well. And that is, do you and your spouse understand what you own? Again, do you and your spouse understand what you own? It's Wednesday, March the 22nd, 1:30 in the afternoon at my office. And please RSVP 941-906-2847. Scott, that's a topic that people kind of put under the table and don't want to talk about it, but it's an important topic, and we love to talk about it with people who are watching today.
All right. Richard, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Still to come on your Suncoast News tonight, the aftermath of over 24 tornadoes, the widespread damage across the Midwest and the Southeast from this violent weather. And ABC7 Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan will be back. He'll have the full weather forecast for what we can expect this week. And then later, a health warning for outdoorsmen. What you can do to protect yourself from dangerous tick bites and Lyme disease.
There's a whole new way to bank with Achieva Checking Plus. You get new features like full ID theft protection, and that's good to know. Discover all the benefits at achievacu.com. Achieva, banking for good. Achieva Credit Union is federally insured by the NCUA.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Rose takes her volunteering for Tidewell Hospice very seriously. But she knows how to have fun, too. And that's what she brings when we're invited to visit patients as part of Tidewell's pet therapy program. People love to see her. She really brightens their day. She makes people smile. And in end-of-life care, a smile can be a wonderful gift. Tidewell Hospice. It's more than you think.
You only have one life. Are you gambling with it? 1 in 3 adults have high blood pressure. Not knowing your numbers could cause you to lose, big time. Luckily, you can turn the odds in your favor by getting your blood pressure checked today. Don't leave your health to chance. Learn more at heart.org/HPV.
Come into a California Closet showroom to experience our quality materials and construction. Spend time choosing from exciting colors, textures, and accessories, and then collaborate with one of our expert designers to create the perfect custom storage solution to fit your style and budget. At California Closets, we design everything to exceed your expectations for any room in your home. Go to CaliforniaClosets.com to request a free design consultation and locate the nearest showroom to you. California Closets, designed to your life.
There's a whole new way to bank with Achieva Checking Plus. You get new features like cell phone protection for 3 phones, plus an interest-bearing account. And that's good to know. Discover all the benefits at AchievaCU.com. Achieva, banking for good. Achieva Credit Union is federally insured by the NCUA.
Now to the massive cleanup in the heartland. Overnight, the Midwest had a reported 29 tornadoes, which injured several people and destroyed homes. In other parts of the country, wildfires spread, sparking evacuations. ABC's Kenneth Moten has the latest.
A 1-2 punch in less than a week for the Midwest. The cleanup underway after nearly 30 tornadoes struck the heartland from Kansas to Illinois. 70-mile-per-hour winds ripped the roof right off this building. Small planes tossed like toys at this airport.
Get away from the windows. Middle of your house.
The worst of the damage just outside of Kansas City. Communities like Oak Grove, Missouri, hit hard by the severe weather.
Seen a transformer blow, and that's when we seen the rotation of the tornado. Hundreds
of homes suffer some type of damage. Dozens across the region destroyed.
Unbelievable, I would say. This is really terrifying. This is very scary. The whole side of the house is gone. Unbelievable.
The powerful system triggered tornadoes in some parts.
This wind, man alive.
While strong winds spread wildfires in others. In Logan County, Colorado, several homes were burned to the ground.
About 5 guys showed up at my house right behind me, and we just ransacked it and grabbed everything we could.
In Oklahoma, several towns in Woodward County were evacuated. The dry and windy conditions pushed the fire north into Kansas, where tens of thousands of acres have burned. In the Texas Panhandle near Amarillo, people and animals rushed to escape as crews continue to fight this fast-moving fire. In that same area, the fire and smoke were just too much for 3 Texas ranch hands. They were killed while trying to move cattle away from the flames. Kenneth Moten, ABC News, New York.
4 people dead from those fires there in the Midwest. And then, you know, we've got our own dry weather and wildfires down south of us near Naples that closed part of the interstate today. So.
Right. Big fire danger, too, with the strong winds and dry air. We have a front that's approaching the southeast United States. That's the same storm system that brought the tornadoes into parts of Kansas, Missouri, Iowa last night, even into Illinois. That frontal system, though, is losing a lot of its strength as it moves to the southeast, as the main energy with it passes to our north. The front itself is going to knock that high-pressure ridge out of the way, and that means less wind tomorrow. It was a breezy day today again. Not as windy as Monday, but still. We had wind gusts up to 30 miles an hour at the Sarasota-Bradian Airport. Mild Wednesday, though, not nearly as windy. A front comes down and fizzles out. This front that we're talking about will eventually fade away right over central Florida And another front is due to arrive on Sunday. That one has a little bit better chance of producing a few showers around, but not the greatest chance. In fact, it's only at about 30% on Sunday. Lakewood Ranch webcam showing some clouds moving in from the east coast as a result of that easterly to southeasterly wind flow, bringing some moisture that it grabbed from the Atlantic and carried it all the way over. But now things are starting to clear out a little bit. Wind gust speed, again, it was been high throughout the day today, but notice what happens as we put the map into motion. We get less of a wind problem as we move on into Wednesday. So boaters, it was a little rough going out there today, not nearly as bad. Tomorrow should be a real nice day out on the waters. As far as the overall Titan radar picture goes, you can see that front continuing to advance to the southeast. The severe weather threat is not nearly as strong or prevalent as all the variables have not come together today as they were yesterday with the area of low pressure developing over the central U.S. Well, currently at the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport, we have 78 degrees. The dew point is at 56 and winds are out of the southeast at 13. The pressure is falling slightly at 30-24. The temperatures for Wednesday appear to be a warmer day again, up near 80 degrees. We'll have some sunshine mixed with a few clouds in the afternoon. That's it. No real threat of any significant rainfall. If we see anything, there'll be a lone shower in the inland areas. You can see with the high pressure ridge getting bumped off to the east, we get more of a southeasterly wind component, at least for part of the day. Here comes the front by 4 a.m. Wednesday. It's kind of fading away. By 5 p.m. Wednesday, a few isolated inland showers are possible. The front actually becomes stationary and parallel with the upper level flow, and then that's where it will eventually dissipate as we move through time. You could even see a few sea breeze showers developing on Thursday. That rain chance only at about 20%. Well, temperatures right now extremely mild in places like Toronto, Detroit, Chicago, Cleveland, and the nation's capital. But things are going to be changing significantly. In 3 days from now, an Arctic air mass will move on down and bring a big chill and a return to winter throughout this region in the Northeast, throughout the Great Lakes, covering the Ohio Valley as well. That cold air is not going to make it all the way down here, but it is going to be a significant deal breaker as far as the spring break weather is concerned. Now, as far as that low pressure area, it's now spinning just to the east of Winnipeg. You can see the attendant cold front stretching all the way down into the lower Mississippi Valley. Now Atlanta could see some delays at the airport there as a result of this line of intense storms. No severe weather warnings at this time. However, it doesn't appear that it's going to be any tornadic activity, but I would not be surprised to see some straight line winds up to 50 to 60 miles an hour there. Well, as I speak now, there are some warnings that have come up into portions of Mississippi southeast of Jackson. This is a severe thunderstorm warning, another one in Alabama, and this is a tornado warning, which is just issued for eastern portions of, Mississippi. Well, for boaters tomorrow, winds will be out of the southeast to southwest. That should read tomorrow, and then 5 to 10 knots. Seas will be 1 to 2 feet with a light chop out there. The water temperature warm 70 degrees. UV index will be high tomorrow. The beaches will see a high right around 76 degrees as a result of that sea breeze kicking in the early afternoon. Inland areas will get up to about 80 degrees. And again, it looks like we will see mostly fair and mild conditions tonight. Low temperatures in the low 60s. East winds at 5 to 10. For tomorrow, look for warm conditions, mostly sunny and just a few clouds in the afternoon, a high near 80 degrees. Southeast winds turn to the southwest at 5 to 10. The extended forecast does call for a 20% chance for a passing shower on Thursday, mainly inland, same on Friday. And then a little cold front comes in and gets close on Sunday, bringing with it an increase in clouds and a slight chance for a few showers through Tuesday. Scott?
All right, Bob, thank you. Now to Suncoast Traffic Watch. No crashes in the area, but we are seeing a lot of red on the map on I-75 as you head north. This is from south of Clark Road all the way north to Fruitville. Slow going tonight along I-75. In health news tonight, experts predict a spike in Lyme disease cases this year, but there are ways you can protect yourself. Hunters, hikers, and others who spend time outdoors in wooded areas are most at risk for tick bites, and those bites can lead to Lyme disease. According to the Cleveland Clinic, the most common first sign of the disease is a red rash spreading out from what feels or looks like an insect bite. If you plan to spend a lot of time outdoors where there may be ticks, wear boots, pants, and long socks. Use an insect repellent with DEET and do routine tick checks on your body. New research shows almost half of the deaths caused by heart disease, stroke, and type 2 diabetes are all associated with a poor diet. Researchers with Cleveland Clinic studied more than 700,000 deaths due to those three conditions, and they found about 45% of the deaths were associated with unhealthy eating habits. The largest number of heart disease deaths was associated with a high intake of processed meats and sugar-sweetened beverages and a low intake of nuts. High stroke risk was associated with a diet low in fruits and vegetables and high in sodium. And an increased risk of deaths from type 2 diabetes was associated with processed meats, sugary drinks, and not enough whole grains. If you've ever wanted the relaxing flavor of red wine and the perk of your morning coffee in one cup, well, this may be your answer. A company called Friends Fun Wine is getting a lot of buzz for what they claim is the world's first coffee wine. The canned drink comes in two flavors, Cabernet Coffee Espresso and Chardonnay Coffee Cappuccino. At 6% alcohol by volume, the concoction has about half the alcohol content of regular wine, but it has a kick. Coming up, a motorcyclist soars over a California freeway. Why police are now searching for the people behind this stunt. Plus, an interesting way to get out of a ticket, what one college student did when he was pulled over by police.
The official Suncoast Storm team at ABC7. We're here for you.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
She's excited for you, and you want to be stunning for the big day. Treat yourself to a natural, youthful look and let your true beauty shine through. Dr. John Feza brings experience, artistry, and advanced technologies to help take years off your appearance. Enjoy all the years of bliss ahead with confidence. Call today to schedule a private consultation for a facelift, eyelid lift, firmer jawline, or laser resurfacing. Faces by Feza, only at Center for Sight.
The official salon of ABC7. Cutting Loose Salon.
It's the granddaddy of them all, the 89th Annual Arcadia All-Florida Championship Rodeo. March 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th, the Arcadia Rodeo Association is proud to present this PRCA-sanctioned event featuring some of the world's best bull, bronc, and bareback riding, roping, barrel racing, and steer wrestling. For the little wranglers, there's a calf scramble and mutton busting. Gates open at 11 each day. For tickets, visit arcadiarodeo.com or call 800-749-7633. It's rodeo at its finest. Don't miss the 89th All-Florida Championship Rodeo, March 9th through 12th.
I heard about the Dotoli Cancer Center through friends of mine who had been treated here and were very pleased with the treatment.
If there is prostate cancer, we at the Dotoli Cancer Center will find it using 3D color flow Doppler ultrasound.
And that helped precisely identify where my cancer was. I can tell you that you will not find a finer, more professional team of clinicians anywhere in the world.
Are you Goodwill?
Yes, because when I donate or shop at Goodwill,
I am creating a job.
I am Goodwill, yeah.
A stunt team pulls off an amazing motorcycle jump without any permission. That sent the rider flying through the air and landing in hot water. The motorcyclist's stunt jump over a busy California freeway was amazing, but it was also incredibly dangerous and not at all authorized. Local officials worked quickly to ensure it was a one-time performance, blocking the makeshift dirt ramp carved by the stunt team. Motocross enthusiast Kyle Katsandris posted video of the stunt on Instagram. It's been viewed more than 136,000 times now, but it's not clear if Katsandris was involved in the stunt, which is now under investigation. A University of Central Arkansas student didn't just hand over his license and registration when he was pulled over. He also wowed the officers with a juggling act. Blake Puckett was driving home from the library when he was pulled over. University police spotted him because of a broken taillight. So when the police asked Blake if he had been drinking, he didn't just give them his word, he gave them a show. Look at that. The cops quickly realized Blake was not drunk, just extremely talented. He's not only a juggler, but an amateur magician as well. SeaWorld is getting ready for its last orca birth. The calf will be born at SeaWorld San Antonio in the next 4 to 6 weeks. The mother, 25-year-old Takara, was already pregnant when SeaWorld announced last year it was ending its orca breeding program. Orcas stay pregnant for approximately 18 months. Takara's calf will be the last opportunity for visitors and marine scientists to see a baby orca up close. Shelly the sea turtle mascot was one of 8 colorful contenders in a race on Siesta Beach today. You don't see this too often. A total of 8 mascots lined up this morning, including Mote Marine's Labs Gilly the shark, USF's Rocky D. Bull, and the World Rowing Championships mascot Scully and others. The group ran as best they could through the sand to the finish line, and Scully won by a wing. The race was a promotion for Mote Marine's upcoming Run for the Turtles, which will take place on Saturday, April 1st. Beautiful day for that. Still to come in your Suncoast News, new concerns surrounding an abandoned golf course, why the city of Northport is stepping in now to help make sure homes there don't get flooded. We'll have that story coming up.
Are you considering joint replacement or revision surgery? Consider this. Dr. Edward Stolarski has performed thousands of successful joint replacement procedures and trained surgeons from all over the world. Using advanced technologies, Dr. Stolarski is able to perform some of the most complex surgeries.
I wish I knew about Dr. Stolarski much sooner.
After the surgery, I don't have any pain. It's like I've got a 16-year-old hip.
My name's Ed Stolarski. What I really do is I give people back their life.
Schedule a consultation today.
We are going to build a great society where no man or woman are the victim of fear or poverty or hatred, where every man and woman has a chance for fulfillment and prosperity and hope.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. We promise we're more than a dealership. We're a destination with a movie theater, massage room, aquarium, cafe, and more. We promise to give you top dollar for your trade, even if you don't buy from us. And if you do, we promise you the best deal. Bring us any competitor's ad and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
Come into a California Closet showroom to experience our quality materials and construction. Spend time choosing from exciting colors, textures, and accessories, and then collaborate with one of our expert designers to create the perfect custom storage solution to fit your style and budget. At California Closets, we design everything to exceed your expectations for any room in your home. Go to CaliforniaClosets.com to request a free design consultation and locate the nearest showroom to you. California Closets, designed to your life.
With a top prize of $10 million, the new $10 million world-class cash scratch-off from the Florida Lottery is your ticket to take on the world. The new $10 million world-class cash scratch-off from the Florida Lottery. One of our life-changing scratch-offs offering billions in cash prizes.
Thinking about having surgery can be a scary thing. And it takes somebody who's in severe pain, bring them in, take good care of them, and then get them out and back to their life is huge. We focus on minimally invasive approaches when possible, and oftentimes people can be back up on their feet in a day or two with a whole lot less pain than before surgery. We fix people's lives. We do.